Welcome, friends and family and viewers from across the world. I'd like to welcome you to TAP Podcast. You know what time it is. And once again, I have my esteemed guest with me today, and his name is Prophet Faisal Adams. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I just love to be around you, the excitement, the teaching. Thank you once again. And our friends, family around the world, keep on sharing this broadcast. I know God is going to do amazing things.
Indeed, these are exciting times. I get so excited because, I always want to learn, I always want to grow and receive different keys how to overcome. Because there's a lot of obstacles in this life that we got to overcome. And I'm sure you guys can agree. So today, without any further ado, I think we're going into part 3 of emotional intelligence.
Wow.
Isn't that correct, Prophet
That's
Faisal?
awesome.
So what will you be expounding on today?
Let's for a quick reminder, you must know what to tackle and what to tolerate. That will bring good emotional balance. We cannot fight everything or we cannot tolerate everything. So I also want to talk about the life of David. And you'll see emotionally that he could not overcome. And in his latter life, you could see there was some struggles. Then we're going to chat about those things.
Okay, lovely. David happens to be one of my Bible characters that I love.
Oh, wow.
And I've drawn so much, I've learned so much lessons from him. But I won't mention anything on that point because I don't want to take away from what you want to say. So you mentioned David, sir. Is there any keys you can give us in David's life concerning emotional intelligence as we on emotional intelligence?
Most definitely. So one of the things with David, he was a lunch boy, and when his brothers was in battle to fight Goliath, he became the warrior. God has given him the grace. He was a young man. He killed Goliath. But then later on in his stage, you see when God has transitioned him from a lunch boy that killed Goliath, and the one now becomes the king. He has lordship, he has great influence, very rich, but he's struggling with something. He's struggling with the spirit of lust, he's struggling with adultery. You see the life of Bathsheba, that he falls into adultery, and then he struggles to get away. And then the prophet Nathan confronts him, and then he repents. So my question to you, as a young man, he kills Goliath, a place of great influence, a place of great kingship and lordship. Now he's struggling. So if we don't deal with the things that we're supposed to overcome, later on in our place of influence, we will start struggling. So my question to you and all of us around the world, why did he not face Bathsheba when he was younger? But why did he face it when he was a king? Because he didn't deal with certain things throughout his journey.
Sure. This is so profound, that you would mention that, because, you said something there that really got me. What we don't deal with when we are younger, we'll have to confront it either way. And you made me realize that that's what conquered David, what he didn't deal with. So what you would say to somebody, because I know I've also fell into the trap where, as people, we don't want to face certain situations because they're not nice, we don't want to confront certain struggles, and we just put on like some type of coping mechanism. But what you just pointed out is that sooner or later, you're going to be confronted with that situation. And if you don't deal with it sooner, it's going to conquer you later.
Yes, very
So what would you say to someone that has not or is refusing to face a certain difficulty, a certain challenge, or maybe a weakness? What can you say to such a person?
So one of the things for remembrance, and that's why I like using quotes and sayings, the things you don't deal with, you won't heal. The things you don't deal, you won't heal. So you have to really go introspection and go on and say, Lord, show me those things I need to deal with. If it's lust, deal with it now. If it's greed, deal with those things now. Anything that's sinful, you have to deal with those things now. Because you don't want to be in a place of where your ministry grows and you're traveling around the world and you have to face that demon. You have to face that Goliath. One of the things with David, he faced the Goliath. He killed his Goliath, an external Goliath. Remember now, it was not his war. It was not his fight.
Yes, yes.
He went as a lunch boy, he killed Goliath, he beheaded Goliath, but when he came to his internal demon to face, or his internal Goliath, he could not overcome. So he had to marry the one that he fell in adultery with. She was pregnant, and the prophet brought rebuke, and thank God he humbled himself and received it. So one of the things, emotional intelligence, even if you fall into a sin, you must know how to repent, and to the people that will confront you, and to repent.
Wow, that is so profound. Sure. Amazing. You know, I love how you brought the whole David story into today. Because so many times we read the Bible, but we don't know how to apply the lessons there, you know. So friends and family and viewers from across the world, there you have it. Emotional intelligence. David, he had to sooner or later confront that which he didn't conquer. And in the end, we see it conquered him. But I love how you ended it off. That he was humble enough, even in his falling stage.
Yes.
When he was confronted, he took on the posture of humility and he repented.
Very true.
So there you have it. Even after you've made a mistake, you can still repent. You can still turn back from that wrong direction and turn to the right direction. So I trust you were blessed. Till next time, be blessed.
Awesome.